Ever wondered how watching too much pornography could possibly affect your mental health? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're here to discuss a topic that might seem taboo to some: the correlation between porn addiction, anxiety, and depression. It's an issue that affects many and yet is rarely talked about openly. Throughout this video, we will not only shed light on these connections, but also offer practical advice and coping strategies. So, brace yourself as we delve into the world of addiction, its effects, and how to overcome it. To start off, it's crucial to understand what porn addiction is. In the simplest terms, porn addiction is a compulsive need to consume pornography, to the point where it interferes with a person's quality of life. It's not just about frequent use, but rather, it's when the consumption of pornography becomes a central focus of a person's life, overshadowing their relationships, work, and other essential aspects. Porn addiction often starts subtly, perhaps as a curiosity or a method of escape from stress or discomfort. It's not uncommon for people to turn to pornography as a form of self-soothing. However, when this behavior becomes a habit and then a necessity, it can transition into an addiction. Recognizing porn addiction can be challenging, as it often hides behind a cloak of normalcy. It's easy to dismiss it as just a harmless pastime, but some red flags can indicate a problem. These may include spending excessive amounts of time viewing pornography, neglecting responsibilities or relationships in favor of porn, feeling unable to control or stop the use of pornography, and experiencing distress or upset when unable to access porn. Why is porn addiction problematic? Well, like any addiction, it can lead to a myriad of issues. It can disrupt one's personal life, causing strain in relationships and even leading to isolation. It can also impact one's professional life, affecting productivity and performance. Moreover, it can lead to a distorted perception of sex and intimacy, creating unrealistic expectations that can harm real-life sexual relationships. But perhaps the most concerning aspect of porn addiction is its potential impact on mental health. It can lead to feelings of shame, guilt, and low self-esteem, and it often coexists with other mental health conditions like anxiety and depression, which we'll delve into in the following scenes. Now that we have a basic understanding of porn addiction, let's explore its connection with anxiety and depression. You may ask, how does porn addiction relate to anxiety? The answer lies in understanding the intricate dance between addiction and emotional distress. Just like any other addiction, porn addiction can lead to or exacerbate anxiety. It's a vicious cycle, really. You see, the initial stage of this addiction often brings feelings of pleasure and relief. This is because, for a fleeting moment, the addictive behavior distracts the mind from anxiety and other negative emotions. However, the relief is temporary, and the anxiety returns, often with greater intensity. This is where the cycle of addiction comes into play. As the anxiety resurfaces, the individual is compelled to return to the addictive behavior for another dose of temporary relief. This cycle not only deepens the addiction but also amplifies the underlying anxiety. Moreover, the stress introduced by the addiction itself can feed anxiety. The constant struggle to control the addiction, the fear of its consequences, and the guilt associated with the behavior all contribute to an overall sense of unease. This unease, if unchecked, can escalate into full-blown anxiety disorder. So, you see, porn addiction and anxiety are intertwined in a complex web of cause and effect. Breaking this cycle requires acknowledging the problem and seeking help, which we will discuss in the later part of this video. Anxiety is just one part of the equation. Now let's move to the other part, depression. Depression, a word we often hear, but what does it have to do with porn addiction? Well, the link is more intertwined than you may think. Many individuals suffering from porn addiction tend to experience feelings of depression. This is because the cycle of addiction can lead to a sense of isolation and hopelessness. The reason behind this is quite simple. The guilt and shame associated with the addiction often leads to self-imposed isolation. This isolation then fuels feelings of loneliness and despair, which can spiral into depression. Moreover, the instant gratification provided by pornography can skew an individual's perception of reality. In real life, rewards and accomplishments require effort and patience. However, the instant gratification of pornography can make real life seem dull and unfulfilling in comparison. This disparity between the virtual world and the real world can cause feelings of dissatisfaction and sadness, further leading to depression. There's also a physiological aspect to consider. Porn addiction, like any other addiction, can alter the brain's reward system. This can decrease the brain's sensitivity to other pleasurable activities, making it harder for an individual to feel satisfied or happy with other aspects of their life. This can lead to an overall sense of unhappiness and dissatisfaction, which are key symptoms of depression. Now that we've established the links between porn addiction, anxiety, and depression, let's discuss some coping strategies. Scene script: overcoming addiction isn't easy, but with the right strategies, it's feasible. Let's dive into some of the effective coping strategies that can help you regain control over your life. One of the most powerful tools you have in your arsenal is therapy. Working with a therapist, you can uncover the root causes of your addiction and learn to manage your triggers and responses in a healthier way. Cognitive behavioral therapy in particular has shown to be highly effective in treating porn addiction, as it helps you to restructure negative thought patterns and behaviors. Support groups are another valuable resource. Sharing your experiences and struggles with others who are going through the same thing can provide a sense of community and understanding, making you feel less alone in your journey. And remember, it's okay to lean on these groups for support. After all, we're all human, and we're all fighting our own battles. Now let's talk about mindfulness. This is a practice of focusing your attention on the present moment, accepting it without judgment. Mindfulness can help you to manage your cravings, reduce stress, and increase your overall emotional well-being. It's not about eliminating the thoughts or urges, but rather learning to sit with them without acting on them. Lastly, let's not underestimate the power of healthy lifestyle changes. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep can do wonders for your mental and physical health. These changes can help to reduce feelings of anxiety and depression, and can also improve your self-esteem and overall mood. But remember, it's crucial to seek professional help. Dealing with addiction is a tough battle, and there's absolutely no shame in reaching out to experts who can guide you through this process. They can provide you with the tools and strategies you need to overcome your addiction and live a healthier, more fulfilling life. Remember, recovery doesn't happen overnight, but every step you take is a step towards a healthier, happier you. In conclusion, porn addiction, anxiety, and depression are closely linked, but there's always hope. We've explored how these issues intertwine and the impact they can have on your well-being. Importantly, we've also highlighted effective coping strategies, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness techniques, and seeking professional help. These tools can serve as your stepping stones on the path to recovery. Remember, there's no shame in seeking help. You're not alone, and it's never too late to start your journey towards recovery. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about overcoming life's challenges, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Thrive to Success. Your support helps us to continue to provide helpful and informative content. Stay tuned for more empowering content. Remember, you have the power to thrive and succeed.